Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video looking at the GR Corolla. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Orem Toyota for giving me some time with this GR Corolla. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbo 1.6 liter 3-cylinder that goes through a 6-speed manual. Fuel economy is 21 around town and then 28 on the highway, with power outputs being 300 horsepower and then 295 pound-feet of torque. Now before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now taking a look at the hood, you've got the normal Corolla design. This one doesn't have the crazy venting or anything that you can get with the GR. Popping down below, you've got the Corolla's cool headlights, which look really sharp. And then once you go to the bottom section, this is where you can really see the GR-ness. So, large opening here on the front, and you've got the GR badge there off to the side. Definitely an aggressive appearance. I mean, as soon as you see the front end of this thing, you know it means business. Now, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 40 by 18 in the front and also in the rear as well. And taking a look at the wheels, completely blacked out, lots of spokes. Got the red brake calipers, which also looks really sharp. And then you guys can see the venting there, and then also here on the side as well. Got another GR badge right there. Got the blacked out mirror caps. This one actually has the crossbars, which you can get. But there's your side profile. Now when it comes to the key fob, it's pretty much normal Toyota key fob. It does have the GR logo there on the back, but other than that, like I said, pretty normal. Now this leads us into the cargo area of the GR. We've got a cover here from the factory, which is always nice to have. You can see a little bit of storage underneath there. We've got a cargo cover as well, so easy to clean, and you've got something to kind of protect your items in a way, visually at least. Anyways, it is manual, so just pop that down. Really cool taillight design, how they kind of arc around. And then you can see another GR badge. And then we've got the triple exit exhaust setup as well. And that's going to sum things up for the rest of the rear. One thing that I do want to note is pretty cool spoiler here on the back. Like, I think it looks pretty aggressive, makes the rear end of the car look just a little bit sharper. Now this leads us inside, where you can see we've got this nice soft touch trim here. It is piano black on that section. And the GR does come with pretty cool seats. Look at these. Got this cool kind of like mesh there in the center. Little storage pocket there on either side. As you can see, being a Corolla, it is going to be a little bit tighter here in the backseat area, but it is usable, so that is one nice benefit. Anyways, see ya. Now this leads us up front, where we've got soft touch trim here. You can see down below with all the stitching. All of our window controls there. Mirror adjustment as well. The mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And then here is your front seat. GR there. It is manually adjustable, but again, really cool with the bucket design. You got the cool 3-pedal layout. And then we've got a heated steering wheel function there. And then nice soft touch on the dash. Now here's a quick look at the steering wheel. Soft touch trim all around. It's got the GR logo there at the bottom. Bunch of practical controls here on the front, including adaptive cruise control with your lane centering. Yes, with a manual transmission. Isn't that neat? Anyways, volume and voice command controls as well. And then traditional stocks here on the back, which is always nice. Now here is the gauge cluster itself, digital, and you can use it to see different bits of info. So you can change the view, which, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. And then with the drive modes, that'll also change the gauge cluster in terms of how the layout is. So, I don't know, I think that's another kind of fun part of the setup. So, backup camera in reverse, pretty good resolution overall. And then as for the infotainment system, quick response time with the screen. So I think they've done a good job with that. And this is one of the few screens that it has a little bit of glare, but it's actually not too bad. Anyway, soft touch all across the dash, and you got this nice little design there with the vent at the edge. More soft touch down below. And then with that glove box there. We've got our dual zone climate here as well. And then you can see charging pad here with the heated seats, or nice soft touch here. And then we do have, this is your auto rev match IMT. Drive mode select with your stability control. Shifter here for the 6-speed manual. The GR there at the top, which is kind of cool. I guess it's harder for the camera to focus on that than in the screen. That is funny. This is for the all-wheel drive system. So basically you can make it be a 50-50 split with track. The normal sends more to the front, and then you can send more to the, well, gravel. That's different than before. Let me actually check out and see if the splits are the same and they just changed the names. Okay, so normal, track, gravel. It doesn't show you the split percentage anymore. Isn't that weird? Huh. So, interesting. Anyways, you can see the brake here and some cup holders. Got a little bit of storage here, but not a massive amount. Rear view mirror, pretty normal setup. No center for anything like that. So here's our window sticker for this 2025 GR Corolla. You can see most everything's standard equipment. We do have a few options added to it. And then there is your total MSRP, $44,803. Do they make the diffs? Yeah, so limited slip differential is now standard. Okay, that makes sense why it's more expensive to start off with compared to before. Because before the limited slip diffs were optional. Anyways, look at the shadow of that light pole. That definitely makes the car look cooler. Let's take it out. Well, visibility, so not too bad actually. Again, it's not a huge car, so expect visibility to be pretty decent. I knew there was gonna be some changes for 2025 because they're doing the automatic transmission now, if I remember right. But I didn't realize they would change like the whole all-wheel drive system. I think that's kind of interesting. Because yeah, before it would be, gosh, what was it, 60-40 front is what it would say, and then it would say 30-70 to the rear, and then there was track, which was like 50-50. So I'm wondering if this is kind of like a similar setup. They just gave it names instead, so I wonder if the gravel is the, but that would be kind of weird to have more, well, no, actually, that wouldn't be weird. Because you're going to want a little bit of slip if you're on gravel. So you'd want a little bit more to the rear. So that's my guess, is they just changed the names. I mean, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But that's my 2 cents on that. And here, I'll just put it in gravel mode. Car explodes. Put the IMT on so you guys can see what that's like. Holy guacamole, that lane departure, whatever, is aggressive. It's like slightly on the line there, and the steering wheel is like, grrr. Just hardcore. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, I'm looking at this thing, and it looks like it's still sending a lot to the front. Let's put it, so that's track. I mean, at least the little diagram here. Gosh, I cannot see with the sun. So this is why I usually try to film in the afternoon, not the morning, because the sun's not like so low in the sky. Yeah, I don't know, it looks like it's still pretty even. I don't know, it doesn't look like it's changing that much on the graph depending on the mode I change it to, so kind of interesting. Suspension in the GR is firm. Again, it's a sports car kind of hot hatchback, right? That's what people call this genre of car. So it's gonna be firmer. It's not gonna be so daily drivable. The Civic Type R is a little bit more daily drivable than this, but downside of that is no all-wheel drive like what this has. It's got great power. Yeah, it definitely sends more to the front in normal mode. Okay, let's pop it into the gravel. It's more even. Maybe a little bit more to the rear. Now I'm looking at it again. It's pretty much even. So yeah, just interesting to see that. But yeah, I mean, the car's great. The shifter's notchy. The IMT is great to have with this engine because this is not a super blippable engine. So having a computer that can do it for you is really nice. And yeah, this is just cool packaging. It is more expensive, but a big part of that is it looks like they just made more things standard equipment, like the limited slip. Before, if you wanted the Torsen, it was an option. I think it was like $1,500, something like that. Or maybe it was a little bit less. I can't remember. But pretty much every single GR that I saw had it. So it's like, if everyone's going to add the Torsen to it anyways, you might as well just make it standard. But obviously that increases the price. Other than that, it looks like these, like, because remember they had the cloth seats before? So it looks like these fancier seats are also standard now. So they're just kind of going upscale. And again, my guess, this is my personal guess, the GR, at least here in Utah, pretty much just sells like that whenever they arrive. And so I think this is a situation where Toyota goes, okay, well, we're selling out of these anyways, so we might as well only build like the nicer, fancier ones that make more money. I mean, that's only logical for a company to do. But either way, let me know what you guys think about the GR Corolla. I think it's a really cool car, even in this kind of like more normal trim, right? It doesn't have the cool vents or anything like that, but still, it's a good looking car, and it's fun to drive as well. And I like the spoiler on the back. It's less plain compared to before, because before it was just like flat. That actually looks pretty good. So it makes the normal GR look a lot better. But that's all.